Hey there, Ruby. Do you have a minute to chat? I stopped by the store and was wondering, have you added anything new to the product lineup recently?
Oh, Chloe. Long time no see. Actually, I recently bought in some new lunch sets and a few seasonal cool drinks. If you like, please give them a try.
I see, lunch sets. Wait, you don't mean those frozen ones, right? These days, trendy and health-conscious lunch sets are more popular.
Oh no, of course. They're not just frozen. I make sure to focus on a handmade feel. We use seasonal ingredients to keep the taste as fresh as possible.
A handmade feel, huh? Well, I know you're working hard, Ruby, but frozen food still feels outdated. What's popular now are products made with organic and healthy ingredients. Are you keeping that in mind?
That's true. The demand for healthier options is growing, but most of our customers are locals, so I think they prefer more familiar flavors.
I see. So you're choosing products that appeal to the local crowd. But in today's world, more refined flavors are definitely the trend. For example, are you still selling sandwiches? Don't they feel a bit outdated?
What? Sandwiches are a staple. Lately, we've been using different types of bread to enhance the flavor.
That's it? Honestly, I think plain sandwiches are starting to feel a little old-fashioned. Wouldn't it be better to introduce smoothies, healthy salads, or colorful drinks? That would probably attract a younger crowd.
I agree that smoothies and salads fit the current trends. But a lot of our regulars love our sandwiches. Switching away from them would be pretty difficult.
I get that, but if you want to keep the store running long term, you'll have to adapt to trends, or competitors might outshine you. Why not try adding cafe lattes or frappuccinos?
I thought about offering cafe lattes and frappuccinos, but the cost of the equipment and supplies is a bit steep. Besides, for now, we've been using other drinks as substitutes.
Ah, I see. So you don't want to spend money on new equipment. But these days, people want Instagram-worthy products, so I really think that you should focus more on that.
Instagram-worthy, huh? Yeah, lately a lot of products go viral on social media.
And that's right. Young people today don't just care about taste. Appearance and how it looks in photos matter too. Ruby, I really think your store should focus more on visual appeal and design. Instead of sandwiches, you might want to put more effort into stylish desserts.
That's true. Alright, next time I'll introduce products with more visual appeal.
That sounds like a great idea, Ruby. But keep an open mind and always think about how to make your store more attractive. I'm rooting for you, so do your best. Looks like my son caused some trouble. I'm shocked. Was it really my son?
Yes, there's no mistake. I was just as surprised. I never imagined it would be Mason, Chloe.
I'm really sorry that my son shoplifted. But now it's clear that your store's security wasn't foolproof. So in a way, isn't this actually a good thing? It was an important lesson for your store, don't you think? Right?
Huh? What are you talking about? There's no way this is a good thing. Shoplifting is a crime. Chloe, you need to be firm with Mason and make sure he understands that. Our policy is to report all shoplifters to the police, no exceptions.
Oh, of course. I'll scold him properly. But don't you think security measures are a crucial part of running a store? Neglecting that is also partly your responsibility as the store owner. Don't you think so?
I do take responsibility for that. Moving forward, we'll make sure all our employees are extra vigilant about security. But isn't it just common sense not to commit crimes in the first place? It's obvious that the person stealing is the one at fault, right?
Aren't you overreacting a little? Shoplifting isn't something that serious. I mean, it's just a small item, right? Haven't we all done something like that at least once?
What do you mean? I've never done anything like that in my life.
Well, of course. You say that, but are you sure about that? No, I'm just kidding. I mean, adult shoplifting is one thing, but Mason is still a kid. Is it really something to make such a big deal over?
A kid? He's already 17 and a junior in high school. At that age, he should definitely know right from wrong.
Still, the fact remains that your store's security was lacking. It's like leaving your front door unlocked. If a burglar broke in, wouldn't you be just as upset?
That logic makes no sense. Even if that were true, the burglar is still the one at fault. If there were no thieves in the first place, we wouldn't even need locks.
Wow, you sure love making excuses. You're just avoiding taking responsibility. No matter what you say, it doesn't change the fact that your store's security needs improvement.
Oh, please don't try to change the subject. Of course, we have some faults on our end too, but the one most at fault here is your son for stealing. Don't forget that.
Oh, you don't have to be so harsh. He's still just a kid. You don't have to go that far.
That's exactly my point. He's 17. He's not a child anymore. He's practically an adult.
Oh, enough. Talking any more is just going to be a pointless argument. Anyway, just make sure your store tightens up security from now on. If security is solid, there will be fewer people committing crimes in the first place.
That logic doesn't make any sense.
There are too many people who just play the victim and never take responsibility for their own actions. Since you clearly don't realize it yourself, I'm taking the time to teach you. You should be grateful.
Yeah, whatever.
Hello. I sincerely apologize for all the trouble caused.
Charles, right?
Yes. Do you have a minute?
Oh, yes.
I'm sorry for taking up your time so suddenly. Hey, I really want to apologize for what happened. Actually, I just spoke with Chloe a little while ago. She told me that Mason shoplifted from your store. I sincerely apologize from the bottom of my heart.
Charles, it's been a while. I never expected we'd be talking under these circumstances. Yeah, we really weren't trying to make a big deal out of it, but Chloe didn't seem to be taking it seriously at all.
My wife, well, she can be a little too carefree sometimes. When something is inconvenient for her, she just brushes it off. She might have said something inappropriate. For that as well, I sincerely apologize. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. I don't think this is something you need to apologize for, but I do hope you'll make sure to properly guide Mason. To be honest, Chloe kept insisting that Mason did nothing wrong, and she refused to listen to anything I said.
Yeah, I've been trying to discipline him as best as I can, but it's not as easy as I'd hoped.
I see. So Mason doesn't really listen to you either?
Yeah, well, maybe it's because I haven't been a strong enough presence. Chloe and Mason don't really take my words seriously, but that doesn't mean I can allow them to cause trouble for others. I'll make sure to talk to Mason and set him right.
Yes, please do so. We'd like to handle this as smoothly as possible, but if there's no sign of real remorse, we'll have to take further action. We let this go without involving the authorities this time, but if something like this happens again, we'll have no choice but to report it to the police.
I understand. I truly appreciate your leniency this time.
No, we don't see it as just letting it slide. As a store, we've taken a firm stance on this matter. Mason will no longer be allowed in the store, and if he causes any more trouble, we will not hesitate to call the police.
Yes, I fully understand. Once again, I sincerely apologize for what happened. I promise to make sure this never happens again.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Chloe, can we talk for a second?
What's on your mind so early in the day?
We're going to the store to apologize today.
Huh? Why?
Why? Isn't it obvious? Don't forget to grab something as an apology before we head out.
What? Are you serious? Bringing a gift and apologizing to that store? Why on earth would I have to do that? It's not like we did anything wrong. Mason just walked out with the item and he gave it right back. He didn't actually steal anything, so why should we have to bow our heads and apologize?
That's not the point. The store chose not to call the police. Normally, shoplifting would be reported right away, but the store manager deliberately decided not to for Mason's sake. The least we can do is be grateful. Blaming them is ridiculous.
Grateful? You've got to be kidding me. Do they even have proof that Mason stole anything? He returned the item, didn't he? So there's no problem. We didn't cause any trouble at all. If anything, this happened because their security was weak. If anyone has a right to complain, it's us.
Look, the fact is, Mason actually put the item in his pocket and tried to leave the store. And before blaming their security, shouldn't we first be reflecting on the fact that he tried to shoplift?
I'm telling you, stop using such an exaggerated word like shoplifting. First of all, do you even have proof that Mason stole anything? I heard the security cameras didn't even catch it. Maybe he just accidentally dropped it, or maybe he was just putting it back on the shelf. And yet that store manager treated him like a criminal. She's the one who can't be trusted.
Are you saying Mason is denying it? If he really didn't do it, wouldn't he have said so right away? And do you really think Ruby would go out of her way to lie and frame Mason for no reason?
Oh, there could be plenty of reasons. Maybe she just wants to make her family look bad so she can cover up the store's poor security. And as for Mason, maybe he's just staying quiet because he doesn't want to be blamed and yelled at.
That's just ridiculous. You need to start acting like an adult and take responsibility. Our son caused this problem. The right thing to do is to apologize and show we mean it.
Oh, so now you're taking their side? Why are you always defending other people instead of your own family? And even if Mason did shoplift, it's your fault as his father for not supporting this family. If we had enough money, he wouldn't have to hold back on the things he wants. This only happened because you don't earn enough to provide for us.
Hey, it's not fair. I work hard every day for this family. We might not live in luxury, but we're not struggling to get by either. If something was bothering you, you could have talked to me about it.
Talk to you? Like that would do any good. There's no point expecting anything from a useless husband like you. You have no idea how much I've had to struggle. Honestly, marrying you was the biggest mistake of my life.
What? But I care about this family too.
Oh, enough. Don't talk to Mason anymore. A father who treats his own son like a thief isn't someone he needs in his life. I'll protect Mason, so just stay out of it.
Chloe, I need to talk to you immediately. I left a voicemail too.
What? I'm busy right now.
This isn't the time for that. Chloe, I left you a voicemail. Did you listen to it? Since I haven't heard back from you, I'm reaching out again.
Oh, I'm busy. Can't this wait? It's honestly annoying to get calls about this kind of thing.
Mason shoplifted again. I caught him in the act myself, and he's currently in the store's office.
Huh? Again? So what? He's my son. Just let him go. You have no right to detain him.
We're not detaining him. I'm simply contacting you as his responsible parent. And Chloe, I already told you before, didn't I? I warned you that if Mason stole again, we would report him to the police.
But wasn't he banned from entering your store? Why did you even let him in again? That just proves your security is sloppy.
He was wearing a mask and glasses to disguise himself, so we didn't immediately recognize him. But ironically, that made him stand out even more, so the staff was already keeping an eye on him. As a result, we were watching closely, and sure enough, we caught him trying to hide an item and walk out.
Seriously, I can't take this anymore. Isn't it your store's fault for not preventing this? Why are you making such a big deal over a little shoplifting?
Don't call it just shoplifting. Shoplifting is a crime. You seem to think it's nothing, but plenty of businesses struggle or even shut down because of it. It's not just us who suffer. It also affects the honest customers who shop here.
That just means you're bad at running your business. Shoplifting happens everywhere, doesn't it? If you can't handle it, that's on you.
How can you take this so lightly? Your own son committed a crime and you act like it's someone else's problem. Shouldn't you, as his mother, take this more seriously?
If a store gets robbed, it's their fault, not the thieves. Are you seriously trying to ruin my son's future over something this small? A normal person would just laugh it off and say, "Don't do it again."
Do I really need to take down the whole family as well?
Excuse me?
Since it's clear that nothing I say will get through to you, we have no choice but to take action. As I warned you before, we will be reporting this to the police.
What? Oh, wait a minute. Calling the police is way too extreme. Do you even have real proof that Mason did it? What if this is just a misunderstanding on your part?
Excuse me? Now you're trying to make excuses?
No way. Last time you didn't have any solid proof either. I bet this time too, you're just relying on circumstantial evidence, aren't you?
No, we have clear evidence this time. The security cameras caught Mason putting the item into his pocket.
Whatever, but I'm sure you still don't have a clear shot of the actual moment, right? Just like last time, I bet the evidence is weak at best.
Well, thanks to your helpful advice last time, we made sure to strengthen our security measures. Thanks to you, we decided to install additional security cameras in the store.
Oh, wait, you installed more cameras?
Yes, we added high-performance cameras that cover areas that used to have blind spots. We also increased the number of cameras significantly, so now almost every inch of the store is under surveillance. Because of that, we were able to capture clear footage of Mason shoplifting this time. For us, this is a big step forward. The footage has already been saved, and we'll be sharing it with the police.
Oh, wait, hold on. You've got to be kidding me.
Is there a problem? Chloe, didn't you say before that shoplifting happens because store security is too weak? That's exactly why we strengthened our security measures. You shouldn't have any complaints now. This time, thanks to our upgraded security system, we were able to capture clear footage of the shoplifting. So, you can't make excuses like before, can you? Shouldn't you be praising us for that? Now no one can accuse us of having poor security anymore.
What? That's ridiculous. There's no way I can believe this. These days, video editing is easy, you know. Footage can be manipulated however you want.
If that's what you think, why don't you tell the police directly? I'm sure they'll make the right judgment. We have nothing to hide, so we have no problem with that. Oh, and by the way, we've already reported this. The police should be arriving any minute now.
What have you done? Are you really trying to ruin Mason's future?
No, quite the opposite. We're doing this for his future. If we don't take proper action now, he might keep repeating the same mistakes. Besides, weren't you the one who said this before? It's the store's fault, not the thieves. So, what about this situation? We took your advice seriously and strengthened our security. As a result, we now have solid evidence. By your own logic, this is the right way to handle things, isn't it? Well, don't you think our improved security deserves some praise?
Oh, don't mess with me. This is all a lie. It's complete nonsense. You planned this from the start, didn't you? You set Mason up just to frame him as a thief. How far will you go just to take us down? I can't believe this.
And what exactly would I gain from doing that? There's absolutely no reason for me to do something so pointless.
You're a single mom, right? That's why you're jealous of happy families like ours.
Excuse me?
You want to tear apart a family, don't you? We're happy, just the three of us living as a family. And that makes you jealous, doesn't it? That's the only explanation. How pathetic. A single mom struggling all alone. You can't stand to see a happy family, so you try to ruin it. You're absolutely disgusting. No wonder your husband wasn't worth anything either. Oh wait, my bad. He's not even around anymore, is he?
You've got to be kidding me.
Oh, did I make you mad? Well, that's what it feels like to have your family insulted. Now you know how it feels. You framed Mason as a criminal and tried to destroy my family. So now I'm going to destroy something you care about.
Are you done? Go ahead and scream all you want. The police will be here any minute now.
Forget it. Are you really comfortable thinking the police are on your side? I'm going to spread the word to everyone about what a liar you are. I'll ruin your reputation and make sure no one in this town trusts you ever again.
I'm home. What are you doing? Chloe, what are you doing with those papers?
Oh, you're late. As you can see, I'm making posters for Mason.
Posters? Oh, don't tell me you're planning to put those up around town.
Of course I am.
Oh my god. Chloe, what the hell are you doing? Mason just got arrested for shoplifting.
I know that. That's exactly why I have to tell everyone that he was falsely accused. If I don't do something, they'll really turn Mason into a criminal.
Falsely accused? But there's security camera footage, isn't there? If there's video evidence, there's no way to talk your way out of this.
Oh, that doesn't matter. What's important is whether Mason gets arrested and ends up with a record. His future will be ruined. I have to stop that no matter what. That's why I'm making these posters and putting them all over town. You should help me.
And what exactly is that supposed to accomplish? Even if you put up posters, no one's going to believe you. If anything, it'll just make things worse for Mason.
That's not true. If the whole town knows, someone might step up to help us. It's better than doing nothing.
Then why didn't you just discipline him properly from the start? If you really cared about his future, shouldn't you have stopped him when he did something wrong? You spoiled him by saying it's the store's fault, not the thieves.
I don't need to hear that from you. Did you ever do anything as a father? You always left everything up to me and did nothing yourself.
I did talk to Mason, but
he never listened to you, did he? Well, of course not. Who would care to listen to a dad who's such a disappointment? Always timid, always fumbling over your words. Why would anyone take a lecture from you seriously?
If you think Mason doesn't trust me, then that's even more reason for you to discipline him properly. It's a parent's job to guide their child so they don't go down the wrong path.
See that? So in the end, you just want to dump everything on me? You can't do anything yourself, but you sure know how to complain. If you're a man, act like one for once.
This isn't the time for that. Mason just got arrested. You need to seriously think about what we should do.
I know that. That's exactly why I have to prove he's innocent. If I do nothing, Mason's future is over. It's a mother's job to tell the town the truth and save her child.
Whatever. Fine. I'm going to the police station by myself. Stop making excuses and focus on getting Mason out of there.
Well, that's the least you can do as his father. Hurry up and go.
Chloe, what are you doing?
Isn't it obvious? I'm fighting to clear Mason's name.
Are you seriously still saying that?
Of course I am.
I see. Then take a look at this.
Hey! What is this? How did this happen? This doesn't make any sense.
The only thing that doesn't make sense is you. You went around town telling everyone your son was falsely accused, and you called me a liar. That's straight up defamation. But thanks to all the attention you brought to this, several people have come forward saying Mason shoplifted from their stores too. I've been contacted by multiple business owners.
And that's a lie. The whole town is ganging up to frame Mason.
No, Chloe. People stayed quiet because he was your son. They knew if they spoke up, they'd end up being harassed, just like you're trying to do to me now.
What?
But now that the truth is out, people finally feel safe speaking up. There's plenty of evidence, and the total amount he's stolen adds up to over $10,000. We'll be reporting all of this to the police as well.
Wait! If you do that, Mason's life will really be over. Are you seriously okay with ruining his future?
The one ruining his future is you, Chloe. Instead of disciplining your son, you encouraged his bad behavior.
I wasn't encouraging him. You have no right to judge how I raise my child.
then there's no point in continuing this conversation. We'll just handle this the way it needs to be handled.
Wait! Mason will apologize. Please just let this go. We'll pay back everything he stole. That should be enough, right?
Shoplifting is still theft. Returning what was stolen doesn't erase the crime.
Jesus, this is ridiculous. It's not like you even sell anything valuable.
Say whatever you want. We've already reported everything to the police. If it were just a first offense, maybe it'd be different. But with over $10,000 in stolen goods, I doubt the police will take this lightly.
You! Charles, Mason is innocent.
Enough already. Mason admitted it himself.
No way. That can't be true.
Face reality. It's too late now.
No! Charles, do something. If we don't act now, Mason is going to be arrested.
He's already been arrested. With over $10,000 in stolen goods, this is serious. The school will be notified, and I have to report it to my office as well.
What? What do you mean?
I have an obligation to report it. A manager's family committing a crime affects the company's reputation.
What? Just ignore that stupid rule and keep quiet about it.
Thanks to someone running their mouth all over town, keeping quiet won't do any good. If they find out I tried to hide it, I could lose my job. The only option I have is to report it myself.
And if you report it, what happens?
Well, I don't know. I really don't. But one of the stores Mason stole from is a thrift shop owned by the wife of a company executive.
What? Are you serious?
I'll probably have to quit my job. And after that I plan to leave town and focus on helping Mason turn his life around.
What are you talking about? I'm not leaving town. And if you quit, you'll be unemployed. How exactly do you plan to support us like that?
I'll take care of Mason, but not you, Chloe. I've already decided. I'm divorcing you.
What?
My mind is made up. Nothing you say will change it. I've been too weak, and because of that, I couldn't stop Mason from going down this path. That's why I need to be stronger. I need to be a real father. Someone he can look up to.
What are you even saying? What happens to me then?
Well, I don't know. You'll just have to figure it out on your own. I can't let Mason stay by your side any longer.
And why are you acting like you automatically get to take him? Mason wants to stay with me.
I talked to Mason for a bit. He seems to really regret what he did. He asked me why you weren't there. He claimed you were the one who said shoplifting wasn't such a big deal.
Excuse me?
Mason doesn't trust you anymore. He told me himself. He wants to leave town and live with me. He knows you went around town spreading rumors about his shoplifting.
I did that for Mason's sake.
If you really cared about him, you would have gone straight to the police station. That's what a real parent does.
As a parent, isn't it only natural to want to prove your son's innocence?
He admitted it himself. And Chloe, deep down, you know he wasn't falsely accused. Yet you kept running around screaming about his innocence. And in the end, you're the one who hurt him the most.
Well...
I have nothing more to say to you. This is over. I want a divorce. We'll settle this with lawyers. Understood?
What's your problem? Acting all tough now, huh?
Yeah, because I have to change. Unlike you, who refuses to learn from anything.
Hey! What are you going to do about this? How are you planning to take responsibility?
Chloe, why are you so worked up?
Excuse me? Cut the crap. This is your fault. You ruined my life. This isn't how things were supposed to turn out, for Mason or for me. But you destroyed everything. You crushed both our lives. How does that make you feel? Do you feel even a little guilty?
Mason's life isn't over. He's still young, and his future is something he'll decide from here on out. He's already reflecting on his actions, so no, I don't think his life is ruined. But, well, you, Chloe, your future might be a different story.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? What do you mean my future is in trouble?
It seems like you were never capable of self-reflection to begin with, Chloe. Even now, you're just blaming me instead of looking at your own actions. As long as you keep refusing to take responsibility, you'll keep making the same mistakes. And honestly, I think you're just going to keep heading toward self-destruction.
Oh, how dare you! Are you mocking me?
No, I'm just stating the truth. Don't you realize this? Mason and your husband are both facing reality and trying to take responsibility. But in the end, the only one refusing to admit their mistakes is you, Chloe. Can't you reflect on yourself, even a little? How long are you going to blame everyone else and act like you did nothing wrong? If you don't change, nothing will ever get better. You'll just keep repeating the same mistakes. After that, Chloe ended up living a completely isolated life. Her divorce from Charles was finalized and Mason rejected her as well, cutting off all ties with his mother. Even now, Chloe refuses to acknowledge any wrongdoing. She continues blaming everyone else, claiming it was a town-wide conspiracy or that Charles and Mason set her up. But no one believed her. Over time, people in the town began to avoid her, and her isolation deepened. Even when she spoke out, no one paid attention. She couldn't find stable work and had to take on multiple part-time jobs to get by. But her income was inconsistent, and life only grew more difficult. In the end, the people of the town completely abandoned her, and no one paid her any mind. They had simply grown tired of her refusal to take responsibility. Meanwhile, Mason started attending a rehabilitation program and is making a sincere effort to change. Charles is working hard while supporting his son, and the two of them are slowly rebuilding their lives with renewed hope. Mason has come to terms with his mistakes and is trying to move forward, holding on to hope for the future. Seeing his growth has truly been inspiring, and I continue to support him every day. As for myself, I'll keep watching over Mason's journey, while doing my best to support others whenever I can. This whole experience has given me a chance to reflect, and I want to continue living with a positive mindset moving forward.
Thank you for watching. Please rate the video and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video.